Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we are doing the basic guide for the War Tortoise 2. It will help you to make this weak, poor tortoise over here into strong weapon of mass destruction. I'll show you just how to get money, which you need to buy, where to spend diamonds, and so on and so on. All the basic stuff that you need when you just start playing for the first couple of days. So guys, what do you do when you start a new game? You go to a specific area that you want to start upgrading or do a goal or something. Well, you will plan that yourself. I'll just give you the guidelines and start fighting. When you start fighting, you want to prioritize your upgrades on those mouse miners. You want them up as high as possible, as soon as possible, because they will be your main source of income and main source of your passive income. You can also buy some miner units and some upgrades in order just to hold off the basic enemies here, put it on auto. After that, just keep buying those miners and upgrading them. If you don't have any issues fighting the enemies, most likely you won't if you ascend at least several times. Yeah, just work on the miners until you will amass some significant amount of money. But Soviet significant is different for everyone. Yes, I agree. So when you feel that you have enough money, you will just go and camp. There we go. Click camp. The camp will start, and if no one is injured, you just cancel the camp right away and go for that upgrade. I'll explain it later. And you want to have that 90% discount here. And you do that until you'll start facing issues with the enemies, when they will start damaging you or killing you guys, or you won't be able to kill them as fast as you want. And then you start investing in your units and tortoise. After that, you just try to push as far as possible. And yeah, this is the bare minimum that I can tell you. And right now we'll go to more specific and detailed tips and tricks. So if you like what you see, don't forget to leave a like to this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and hit that bell button so you won't miss any new videos, guys. Thank you. The best way to upgrade your income is to wait for the chest that will show you an ad, and after that you will be able to get 90% discount for all the upgrades for 40 seconds. And that thing always happens. Well, you get the ad chest right after you exit the camping. There we go. We got the chest over there. And are we lucky? Yes, there we go. So when you get in this big discount chest, you're watching the ad and you're getting ready to get those miners up. Let's do it. So after you watch an ad, you got this big discount, you use it, and that's not it. Right away you go and upgrade your mouse miners to the maximum. That already is giving us 1 trillion in comparison with 100 billion income. There we go, boom. And that's not it. After it, you wait a little bit over here and watch your money counter up there. Boom, we got an income. And what we're doing, we're buying it yet again and doubling it yet again. And we're doing it until we got that boost. There we go. Another income is in. Let's click it again. Another boost. So actually using this small trick, we increased our income in 20 times. It was 100 billion, now it's 2.6 trillion, so it's kinda insane. When you're deciding what exactly do you want to upgrade, you want to either wait for the same chest, or if you have that penguin hero, you can use him, use his ability to gain a discount for the upgrades. This way it will be way cheaper. Giving additional star to the units, actually increasing the DPS so much that they can become MVP of your team for a while. So it's pretty nice to spread the damage along different groups. Otherwise, they might not have time to actually take enemies down before they get to you. So take your time to balance out your team. Take your time to balance out your main cannon as well, because you'll need it later in the game. Try to get war supplies when you have the highest tier teams, units, because you want to spread them evenly between them, not focus on one specific team. I personally try to go for war balloons in the very beginning, or rangers, because they are ranged. Yeah, you want to focus on the ranged units, you don't want to focus on the melee ones, because they need time to get to the next target, and you know, while they're running they're not doing damage. Moreover, they can shoot the flying units that can harm you quite a lot. And after you've used those war supplies and now you know which units have those boosts, you can focus on them. So for example, we have double heavy weapon on the mouse rangers, we have some on the hamster commanders, and we have some on the war balloons. So we'll be focusing on those guys in our progression in order to properly utilize and combine different things that we have. And same goes for the food on your camp. So if you see that everything is working towards one specific unit, for example balloons or mouse rangers, you want to focus on them in your current ascension. When you just begin your playthrough, when you just started the game, you want to focus on the map, on unlocking as many of those points as possible. When you got those and you kinda don't have anything else to do, everything else is either locked or too far away from you, or you can't reach it, and so on and so on, you want to start focusing on getting the wood. So that first lumber mill that you've got, you want to upgrade it, probably all the way to level 5, it's up to you, and get that wood. When you get enough, you want to build a second lumber mill and upgrade it as well. So lumber is really important because you'll be building a lot of those outposts everywhere, you will need roads, and so on and so on. So yeah, focus on getting several lumber mills, so you will have at least 200 or 300 wood at your disposal at all times in the very beginning of the game. If you didn't know, by the way, if you didn't know, you can click on the empty outpost like this one, the blue dot, and you can build building over here. And out of those 5, actually top 3 are the best. Because artillery base is kinda really regional and it's not really effective from my experience. Gold mine is working only for the away gold, which is like not that high in comparison with what you can get in 10 minutes of the gameplay. And yeah, training facility increased DPS of all your units. This is a global modifier, so it adds up quite a lot, so it's a nice thing to have. But at the very beginning of the game, you want to invest in lumber mills and laboratories to get those DNA points and to get that lumber to build stuff. So yeah, we'll just build another lumber mill over here, and next ascension we will just go here and upgrade it and get extra wood. That will kinda get the wood we spent on building it, and we can use it to build something different. Considering the evolutions and DNA points, I strongly suggest starting. Don't do what I did. This is not right. You want to focus and start focusing on the mouse miners. Those guys, the digger upgrade is really important because it allows you, there is a chance to find rare currency, gems, DNA, lumber, and apples. While you can get apples, lumber, and DNA daily or during your playthroughs, gems are really important because this is the only way how you can get equipment for your tortoise. And this is the only way of getting it from your actual progress other than random drops. So yeah, it's really useful and it's really cool, and you want to level it up as high as possible if you have extra DNA points. Same goes for the scavenger upgrade, 1% chance to collect rare currency at the end of each level. So if you do at least 50 levels per ascension, you will get higher as you go. That will give you a significant chance of getting those items. I'm not sure about other things yet, they're still locked for me, but out of those, this upgrade is good for the starters. I also added extra cannon for the balloons because I think it's pretty cool. If we'll talk about tortoise DNA upgrades, I strongly recommend getting some regeneration because that will heal her quite a lot, heal your tortoise, and it's also pretty cheap, so you can get 1 level and it will be enough for you to kinda have a little regen during your fights to regen that minor damage that you take if you don't have the proper armor. Other upgrades here are pretty situational, they are pretty nice, but they are not really necessary. Considering the brutal confidence, it's kinda useful as well because it will most likely boost your damage through the whole game. Because over here, the first layer of health, of your health, is armor. The second one is health. So even if your armor is like a 30%, if you got the minor damage, you will still get that boost of damage. As you can see over here at the top of the screen, there is a small heart thingy. That means that this buff is active. For the mutations, I would suggest going for armor upgrades as soon as possible because that will increase your survivability, your highest chance of losing and dying because you get hit by something that will 1, 2, or 3 shot you because your guys or you didn't manage to kill enemy in time. So increasing your survivability, your health, and your armor is your top priority at the very beginning. If you don't have that option, go for something like global DPS or unit DPS or something like that, because that will give you way wider possibilities of doing stuff. So you can work on your own damage, you can work on your unit's damage, and whatever you pick, that mutation will help you. And the higher you go, the higher your ascension, the stronger are your mutations. Keep it in mind. There are different ways how you can spend your gems in this game. You can buy different pilots and heroes. Personally, my opinion that getting them isn't that efficient. I got this penguin because he was on the sale for me, and that was a major mistake, I think, because he isn't that useful. He's melee, he's running around the battlefield, and he's kinda useless. You can have up to 3 heroes at all times, so keep it in mind and pick 3 or 4 heroes that you really want and focus on them. And preferably those guys should be long-ranged and ranged units, because otherwise flying units will harm you a lot. I picked this guy because of his plunder ability, because I thought it will help me a lot, but it doesn't help that much. You will get way more money from the miners than from the waves, at least at the very beginning of the game. Maybe later it will change, but right now it's just like that. If you guys are experienced in the game and you know that it's different, let me know in the comment. So yeah, the gems. I'd strongly suggest working on equipment before you'll get all the things equipped and working. So you want to have 1 light weapon, 1 medium weapon, 1, I think it's shotgun or heavy weapon, I don't have it yet. Proper armor, 4 turrets, 4 different turrets and 4 different heavy turrets. Then you can start working on something different, because those things will help you so much during your playthrough, specifically at the very beginning of the playthrough, so you won't have to focus on the heroes and you can focus on building up your economy when you start. Let's get one of those. And boom, I think we got the rare turret, Stubber, and its energy. That's nice, that's nice. So we'll equip it on the 3rd slot. I have 3 out of 4 already. And it gives quite a good damage boost, I'm surprised. And yeah, keep in mind that it's better to buy that stuff in the bulk, because next purchase will give you +9 power. It's not that much, it's a small benefit, but if you have like 100, 200 gems, it's better to buy stuff in packs, because that will increase your chance of getting the better equipment, basically. Why not? If it's that easy to do, why not? Considering the map and the road building, the first road you will have to build by the scenario, by the quest over here in the lumber mill. I suggest building other roads a little bit further away, at least 10 turns away from your base, from your roads. So I've built one over here, so far away over here at this artillery base over here. And I want to build another one when I'll unlock this area, somewhere here on one of those outposts. So that will allow you to cover more area, because your area of influence will expand as you go, and you'll have to go further and further away from the base, and that will save you so much time and make stuff so much easier. So for example, if your goal is to get some wood, you will just go here on this lumber mill using the road and stay there. The first waves will be really easy, and you will be able to upgrade the lumber mill, which will increase your daily bonus and will give you like instant boost of the wood. So I mean, it's quite easy, right? Also keep in mind, the further stuff from your base, the more expensive it is. So for example, building a road in the very middle of your area, which you don't want to do, costs 37. On the second radius it costs 65. Then it goes up to 117, and all the way out here I think it was 200 something. So keep in mind that if you're building stuff far away from your base, it will cost you way more. And the further you are from your base, the stronger the enemy, so keep it in mind as well when you're planning your expansion. Considering the pilots, I heard the recommendation of getting Redfin in the very beginning because of his passive ability, getting 10% chance to find up to 1 lumber after each level, because that will help you to build up stockpile of your wood way faster. Although I don't know that much about pilots and heroes yet, I guess I'll make the separate tutorial for it when the time will come, when I'll know that. And if you want the guide for any specific topic or something like that, let me know in the comments. If I'll make the video on your suggestion, I'll feature your name over here on the new video, so that would be pretty cool, right? If you're deciding to play auto or manual, you will have to switch manual closer to like maybe 2/3 of your max level, because at that point you will start getting the enemies that can kill you pretty fast. Your team might be a little bit weak, and you will have to shoot down the missiles which are not being shot down automatically, so you'll have to kinda work it yourself. Moreover, you would like to aim at particular enemies that are really dangerous. Also guys, there is one interesting thing here. Those miners that you have, they will keep mining during your idling in the camp. That way you can get a lot, so much money by just idling here. So for example, you want to go to the toilet or something like that, you just leave your phone or tablet or wherever you play in this game on. Here you're totally safe, you won't take any damage, you won't die, this won't expire, and you will get that income. You will get that income. If you want, I can make specific video on how to earn even more money in this game, but yeah, I'll do it if we'll get like, I don't know, 50 likes on this video. And moreover, you can even upgrade those guys here yet again to increase this income, to make earnings way easier. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or if it will be fixed later, but right now you can just open those chests, get those minor benefits, and yeah, have so much money that you will just plow through the levels ahead of you. But the problem is, even at the later stages, even if your team is really strong, if your heroes are extremely powerful, you will still have a chance to be one-shotted by a stronger enemy, and you will have to ascend and increase your armor and health in order to progress further. So yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think about this guide, if it was useful for you or not. Also, if you want any other guide or video on some specific topic, let me know as well. As I said, you will be featured in the video if you are the one who suggested it. That would be pretty cool, right? For my social media, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter or Facebook. All the links are in the description. Also, you can join my Twitch for live streams. They are pretty cool. Or join our Discord for our fantastic community and talk with other comrades. You will like it there. So yeah, check the description for the links. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate that you watched till the end. Soviet out. See ya, comrades. Bye.